Hello and welcome to Living Well, Uintah Basin, where success is defined by you. We had a great time on this show. I was able to meet up with a guy who is not only changing himself through diet and exercise, he's also changing the culture of his whole company.
And on Dish by Dish, I was able to meet up with a girl who taught us a traditional Greek family recipe of spaghetti and meatballs, and it was really great. And then on Your Way, Terry Harding met with us, and she showed us a health challenge that she and a group of friends did. And with the new year approaching, it's a great way to give some ideas of some things that you can do for the new year with your goals. So let's get started.
All right, let's do it, Lenny.
Living Well, Uintah Basin, presented by Ashley Regional Medical Center. Also made possible by Anadarko and Uintah Recreation District. Living Well, Beyond the Couch.
Hello everyone, welcome to Beyond the Couch. I'm here with Oren Gom from Savage Trucking. Thanks for being on the show, Oren.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, yeah, no problem. Now we're talking about truckers. Because Savage has got, what, roughly 100 employees, and most of the time you spend, what do you do?
Well, what we do out here, we're kind of in the truck about half the time, and half the time we're out of the truck.
Half and half. But
half and half.
When I drive to Salt Lake City, it's a soda and it's a bag of chips. Is that typically what you see with a truck driver? I mean, the lifestyle doesn't lend to a healthy lifestyle, does it?
No, it doesn't. Especially like commercial drivers, it's even worse. But yeah, even with what we do in the field, typically eating healthy really isn't that easy for people.
Well, you told me that yesterday you worked a 12-hour shift, 6:30 till 6:30 this morning, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a long time.
It is.
So you are the fitness guy for Savage Trucking, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
correct.
How do you fit fitness into a 12-hour shift?
It's not easy. Mm-hmm. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. It pays off. Like you said, it's tough. I mean, the drive there, the 12 hours that you work, and then you have all your prep time before work, trying to get ready for bed. It could be 15, 16 hours before you actually get back in bed and get the sleep that you need. So yeah, it's not easy.
And you got to squeeze family time, and everything else, community, whatever else you got involved. So you personally, why fitness? What happened in your life? I mean, all of us when we were 20, we were in great shape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened personally for you? Why did fitness become such an important part of your lifestyle?
I get a lot of it was just because I neglected it and didn't realize it. Life just happened. In high school, you work out a little bit, you feel like you're in great shape, and then you get older and you start working, you have a family, and your time gets consumed with other things, and your priorities sometimes shift. And for me, the big point in my life that kind of helped me get thinking more about my fitness and my health was a job that I had. We finally did a wellness exam, and in my exam, my blood pressure was high, and my cholesterol was high. Yeah. And that was a shock to me because I think I had this delusional idea of how fit I was and what I looked like and how fit I was inside, and turned out I wasn't as healthy as I thought I was.
Sure. Sure. The lifestyle kind of caught up to you, so to speak.
It did.
So you turned your life around, fitness. You had a kind of a moment and said, I'm not in shape anymore. So usually people, that's good enough. You did something different. Now, did Savage come to you and say, hey, we want you to head up a program that helps the health awareness in our company, or how did this come about?
Once I came here, I knew because my cholesterol was high and everything that I had to get in shape, and so I started running for about 5 months, and then after that I kind of got into weightlifting as well, and so people that at Savage knew that I was kind of focused on my health, and so one assignment that they gave me was to try and see if we could put together a softball team for the company, and like a co-ed softball team. I got a late start on it. The teams were already filled up, and so we didn't have a chance to do that. So the first thing that we actually did was that 5K, the Run the Funk.
Yeah.
That you were at.
Yeah, we used to go to the Run the Funk, and everywhere I looked was a guy with a Savage shirt on. I mean, you must have had, what, 25, 30 people there, including family?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had over 20, 25 people that were there, family members, kids, Savage employees, and so it was a great turnout. And
yeah, one of the things I liked most about that was not only were you getting healthy, but it looked like everybody there was a kind of family, friends. I mean, you guys looked tight. You looked like you were having a good time with each other. Yeah,
we did, and yeah, everybody cheered each other on. So it was great. So that was kind of the first thing that we did, so from there, I came up with an idea that I wanted to have a place where people, all employees at Savage could get fit. And I've been to the rec center a few times, just came in, checked it out, and it's a great facility, and I thought it'd be a great place for all our employees to come here and get fit. And so what I did is I put together, with a coworker, we came up with a proposal and took it to our manager, and he okayed it. And it's an incentive program where it's based on people's attendance and their performance here. They have to come a certain number of times each month, and if they do that, Savage will pay for that membership. So it's a great deal and a great opportunity for everybody to get fit.
That's incredible, because you're talking about an incentive. Let's do this. Let's have some kind of a reporting, and it's a teamwork goal. I think it's incredible what you've done. You talk about, you looked at yourself first, and then you looked outside, and then with the support of your work with Savage Trucking, what an amazing thing. Now, you told me there's 25 people on the roster right now that are participating in this program?
Yeah, there's 25 people that we have signed up currently right now.
Out of roughly 100 out of 100, so there's a little bit of work to do, right?
Yeah, there's still a little bit of work to do.
But that's incredible. One guy changed his life, and then with the help and the support of a great company, is changing the life of 25 others. And I'm assuming that lifestyle spills over into their spouses, husband, wives, and their children as well. And that's the kind of thing that we're looking at. That's just amazing to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're an example to me. It was fun to race with you in the Run to Funk. It's an inspiration that you've done this with your company. I think Savage is a great company, supports their employees, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do next.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Living well, dish by dish.
Christmas and New Year's is that time of year when you have lots of extra friends and family around, and you're always looking for a great recipe to feed a huge crowd. Today I have Erin hacking with me, and she's going to show us a traditional Greek spaghetti and meatball recipe, and I'm really excited. So thank you for being with us today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about this dish.
So our spaghetti and meatballs is a Greek tradition that we have for lots of holidays and lots of events. And our spaghetti is just completely different than any other spaghetti. It's just very simple and plain. It's just the noodles with Parmesan cheese mixed in, and then we do a burned butter on top, and it's just browned nicely. And it's just right over there. Yeah, if you want to grab it, you can put it on.
And probably want to show people what you mean when you say burned butter.
Yeah, it literally, you have to burn it. You take it to like a really nice golden brown stage, and then we just put it right on top for our sauce for our spaghetti.
So just regular spaghetti.
Yeah, just regular noodles. And just cook your spaghetti in olive oil and salt.
Okay.
My yaya always said you want the water to taste like the ocean, is what she says. And so you always cook it really salty. And she makes her noodles, she always cooks them a little bit longer than they should, so they're nice and puffy and nice.
So give it just a minute or two longer.
Give it a minute or two longer. And so you just mix that in, and you add a little bit of the Parmesan cheese onto the top.
Okay. And the Parmesan cheese just helps make it a little more moist and
delicious,
a little richer taste. Yeah, anytime you add cheese then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a winning combination.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. And so then you add just a little bit of salt.
Okay.
And then the special ingredient would be cinnamon. We add cinnamon to lots of different dishes, lots of different savory dishes.
Yeah,
so you just add just a dash.
I would never think to add cinnamon to spaghetti,
but it's delicious.
Yeah.
This is like a perfect dish for little kids. My girls love to eat this. This is one of their favorite side dishes that I make at dinner time. So
the way you've dressed the spaghetti up, it looks like you could almost just eat it on its own.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
we usually make it along with the roast or like the meatballs that we're making today.
Okay.
Or anything like that. This is a staple that is made in my family. So it's made for every holiday, every dinner, everything. My mom makes this all the time, my yaya, my sisters. So
it's a great go-to recipe.
Yeah, it's a really good go-to. And it feeds a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
So you can't go wrong with that.
Right.
So.
And so
and then you've got your meatballs here and
yeah, and in the meatballs we've made it before. We've made it ahead of time and we've put 1 pound of beef and 1 onion chopped up, 3 white bread, 3 slices.
Now I noticed that when you broke that into pieces, you kept crust on and everything.
Yeah,
so
everything. Just leave it and crumble it. And it's then 1 egg.
Okay.
And we add mint. So you add, I would say, I just kind of do my own.
I was going to say, I noticed you
I
didn't
just do
measure,
my
you
own thing,
just-
but I would say it's at least 1 teaspoon of mint.
Okay.
Lots and lots of mint. And then you just take your meatballs after you've mixed it all together. So it's a lot like meatloaf, because that's a lot of how you make meatloaf. You mix it all together, and you make a good golf ball size.
Okay.
And roll it in the flour, and then you put it into your fry pan. Okay. And you just fry it on both sides. It doesn't have to be all the way around. They cook really quick because they're small.
Sure.
And this is super simple, so you can make this for lots and lots of people.
Now you told me that you even catered this for like a Christmas party last
did.
year, and they loved it.
They did. They loved it.
Yeah.
It was very different than what a lot of people are used to, so they absolutely loved having the Greek food.
And that's what makes it a fun spin to it, is having that Greek.
It's just so very different. Okay, and I'll hurry and wash my hands, and then we'll throw the salad together to go with it.
Now, like you were saying, you can eat the noodles plain, or you could toss the meatballs in with it if you wanted to do something like that, but you can just eat them as separate.
Right. You can eat them on top of a salad. You could eat them with anything that you wanted. Rice. Rice is a really good go-to thing because it's another thing that feeds just lots and lots of people.
Yeah. Well, and we're busy, and anything that can save time this time of year. And
exactly.
Is great. So
in our salads, our Greek salads, we do romaine lettuce, tomatoes and cucumbers, and red onion is what we always put in them.
Okay.
And we just dress it kind of to our taste, so we don't make a traditional dressing, in a container and pour it on. You could if you want, but we just kind of dress it ourselves. And so we put about a 1/4 cup of olive oil.
Okay.
And then we take red wine vinegar and put it on top. And I don't love a lot of vinegar, so I don't do quite as much. So I would do, gosh, even maybe 1/8 of a cup of red wine vinegar.
Okay.
And then we add oregano to it, which is really yummy. I love oregano. And garlic salt.
Okay.
Lots of garlic salt.
Well, the nice thing is it's not like you really have to measure. Just kind of
put it on.
Taste
and we mix it up, and I do a little bit of pepper, and then just a little bit of plain salt. And once you mix it up, all you need to do is taste it.
And see just if there's something missing, you want a little more or something.
Right,
whatever.
exactly. We just taste the leaf and decide, does it need more oil? Does it need more vinegar? Everybody likes it a little bit different, but it tastes the same.
Yeah.
It has the exact same ingredients in it. It's just mixed up a little bit differently.
Well, I love it because like you said, it's, you've got your salad, you've got your spaghetti, your meatballs.
Right.
You're feeding a lot of people when you want to get to just being on the go and stuff with one another. You don't have to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So I love this.
You can enjoy with everybody else, not sit in the kitchen the whole time.
Yeah.
And
what a fun twist. I mean, if you're looking for a fun thing to do with your family this holiday, make, the Greek meatballs.
Yeah, make something different.
Fun twist to it, and
right.
And just spices up the holiday a little bit more that way for you. So
right.
Do you want me to add a couple of meatballs onto the plate?
Yeah, add a couple meatballs
and kind
and
of just see what it would be like as a finished dish. And
exactly, and we just throw a little bit of spaghetti on there.
well, it
onto
smells
the
wonderful
side.
too. I'm going to have to try some of this.
Oh,
so.
you will have to try it.
But
It's
yeah, and look what a
definitely
beautiful plate it
delicious.
makes as well. So, what a fun dish. Well, thank you so much, Erin. I appreciate you being on our show. As a reminder, if anybody, she's going to share this recipe with us. So if anybody wants a copy of that recipe, go onto our website and you can get a copy of this recipe. So thanks again and happy holidays to you guys.
Happy holidays, thank you.
This episode's health and safety tip focuses on being aware of every possible chance to be active. At work, do stretches and go for walks if possible. Even while watching TV, get active during commercials. Go up and down stairs, skip, run or walk in place. Anything that makes you feel somewhat breathless.
Living well, your way.
New Year's is that time of year when we all sit down and make goals for ourselves. And I'm really excited because a couple months ago when I was on Facebook, I saw something that was it just grabbed my attention. Terry Harding and Veronica are here today. They participated in a health challenge. Terry, tell us about this health challenge.
Well, I did a health challenge and it had two aspects. It had a physical side where it was about exercising and eating right, maybe losing a little weight, and then it had a spiritual side as well.
That's what that's what really grabbed my attention, is it wasn't just losing weight or exercise, it had all kinds of different things. For instance, I noticed on your chart that it had eating fruits and vegetables every day, getting enough water, getting enough rest at night. There was obviously the exercise and cutting out sugar and things like that, and then there was a spiritual side to it as well.
Yes.
And that's what I just thought was so incredible about it. Veronica, you were one of the participants in that. If I understand right, there was 40 to 50 of you that participated.
Yeah, we had almost 50 people that signed up and we paid money so that everybody paid $30 and that was the prize money at the end. It was another, I guess, incentive to follow
motivation.
through and yes, some motivation. So we had about 50 people that paid money to participate in this challenge.
And then they just turned in the points to you weekly and you kept track of that so that you could give the prizes at the end.
Yeah.
Now, Veronica, I know there was lots of different winners. There was whoever had the most amount of points, different things like that, but you actually won the most weight or lost the most weight, is that correct?
Right, yep.
Okay, do you mind telling us how many pounds you lost?
No, so I lost 17 pounds in 12 weeks.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Thanks.
And how do you feel? Probably
Great.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, not only did you lose the weight, but you probably changed a lot of, were you drinking as much water, doing some of the things that you were supposed to be doing on that, or
Yeah,
did
so
all
I
of that
feel
help?
like, yes, so I feel like all of it together, combined, it's like a 1 + 1 = 3 thing. So eating the fruits and vegetables helped you feel more full, and the water, and then you felt more like exercising because you felt better, and it all added up to be really helpful.
That's neat. So in addition to the weekly points that they had to do, you also did like a weekly challenge. And one that I read that really stood out to me, I just thought was really cool, is you had them write down something positive about themselves.
Yes, I thought, I don't know, I had a hard time with this part because I thought we have a lot of men doing this challenge too, and are they gonna think this is stupid? But as women, I feel like we get down on ourselves too often, and we're constantly looking at all the bad things, like, oh, my arms are too big, or my legs are too fat. And so if we're gonna do the spiritual side of it, I thought we need to love ourselves for the way that we are. And so that's why I added that side challenge, and it's just to take some time and to look at yourself and to think of the things that you really like about yourself.
Well, I loved it, and I love the fact that even having the men do that, because I think men, they might not want to admit it, but I think that they sometimes struggle as much as women do as far as our self-esteem goes. So, well, like I said, I thought it was such an incredible thing, and I'm so thankful that you were here to share this with us. If there's anybody out there that's wanting to set some goals for the New Year's and looking for something different, this is a great way. You can get coworkers together, friends, family, whatever. And Terry has also shared her spreadsheet that she used as an example. So if you want to use that, you can go onto our website and pull that off, and it'd be a great thing, a great tool for you guys to use as well. So you guys, thanks again for being with us. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Well, we we had a great time this week. I want to thank our sponsors and most importantly our guests. Without them, this show isn't possible.
And as a reminder, you can go to our website to get a copy of that spreadsheet and also our recipe.
Happy holidays, everyone. And until next time, live well, Uintah Basin.
Happy holidays. See you next time.